Ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hang on.
it's on video.
Is it?
Okay. Come on over. Hi, Karen. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Oh no. What have I done? How are we today?
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, thanks.
That's good. So last time we had a chat, we were discussing of getting your program together. So I have put together a full body workout for you. Sorry, my iPad wants to not be a pain in my butt.
Technology.
So I've put together a full body program for you, focusing on resistance training, using some weights, not using some weights. So today we'll be having a bit of a play around to see what feels good, what doesn't, and then that way I can document that and we can always reevaluate and pull things back or make things a little bit harder. How does that sound?
Yep.
Good. Cool. We're going to start off with a warm-up. It does say a walk, but we might just head outside and just go for a little brisk walk under the pergola here, just because of the rain. And then we'll come back in and we'll do some stretches and then we'll get into the actual work. Okay?
Okay. I don't believe you. When did you suggest that?
Yeah. All right, we're going to jump into some arm circles, so 10 each arm, so coming up in front of the body and then rotating as far back as we can. So we want to try and get nice and mobile through that shoulder blade, that shoulder socket. We've just got 10.
Like that.
Yep, that looks good. Keep going up, not counting, but
5, 7, 6,
good.
9, 10.
Nice
And then the other-
outside. Yeah, we really want to try and not move our upper body or anything, because that shoulder is our most mobile joint of the body. It should be able to.
Right, move.
That looks
Good
good.
too. This is my bad shoulder. 10.
Good. Now we're going to do 10 leg swings. So you can hold on to something, a wall or a chair or whatever, and we're just going to swing our leg nice and gently to start. We can gradually make it go higher. Just getting that hip joint working. Once you've done 10, we can do the other leg.
Wasn't counting, but it seemed like we did 5. The other leg. Maybe I should go this way. Oops. 6.
Cool. We're going to move into 5 air squats. So air squats meaning no weight. So you're going to find your squat position. Your feet might just be outside of your hips and toes pointing slightly outwards. You're going to drop your hips down. We're going to go down as far as we can, keeping that chest nice and tall. And then we're going to drive our heels into the ground to stand. We've got 5 reps. Good. Yep. And coming back down. Good. Good work. All right, we've got 5 incline push-ups. So incline meaning coming up. So if we were flat on the ground, that would be a normal push-up. Incline would be raising our torso, so our upper body, to make it slightly easier. So we can do that standing here on this table. We can come down as far as we can, and then we're going to press away from the table. You want to make sure that those elbows are coming back on a 45-degree angle, not out to the side like that.
So I do this up there on the wall, on the edge of the balcony
Oh, yeah.
thing. But
Try and keep a nice flat line from your shoulder to your hips, so drop the hips down a little bit, so you're in line. Yep.
like that.
Yeah, so you're sort of looking like this at the moment, like your hips are breaking, or you're being a nice straight line from your shoulders to your hips to your ankles. So bring your hips down.
Down. 2. Are they down? 3. Ooh.
Pretty good.
Oh,
How's that feel?
that feels a bit tiresome on that shoulder.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, now, we got 5 glute bridges laying on the floor. If you want to grab a mat out, you can, but you're just going to put your feet as close to your bottom as you can. You're going to keep your back nice and flat. You can put your hands on the ground. You're going to drive those heels into the floor to squeeze that bottom and then come back down. You got 5 reps.
So, hang on.
Laying nice and flat. Feet just slightly open. Yep. And then
lifting
push,
this up.
push your hips up to the sky. Good. Come back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4,
I need to dust that fan.
5. Good. All right. Standing back up. How do you feel? Do you feel nice and warm?
Yep.
All right. So in the program, which I will have sent through to you, you've got your first 2 movements is going to be a superset. So I think I briefly went over this in our consultation. A superset is where you have 2 movements after one another with minimal rest in between, and then we rest after both the movements. This will make it go a little bit quicker. So what you're going to do is you've got 3 sets in total of 8 box squats and 8 kettlebell RDLs. So you'll do 8 squats, 8 RDLs, and then we'll rest for 60 seconds. We're working at an RPE of 6 out of 10. So that's the effort that you're going to put in, or how hard it will be. So it's a 6 out of 10. It shouldn't be too difficult. Again, we're really focusing on form and technique. So we're going to use this chair. You're going to find that squat stance that we found earlier before, and you're going to stand quite close to the chair. You're going to drive those hips back. You're going to feel the chair. Then you're going to stand nice and tall. Okay, so I don't want you to come back onto the chair. I just want you to tap it and then stand tall. We can add some weight to this if that feels good. Just you let me know. Then you're going to grab your kettlebell. You're going to stand it up, and you're going to keep a soft knee so they're not fully straight and they're not bending over the toes, just slightly soft. You're going to push your hips all the way back as far as you can, keeping a nice flat back, and then you're going to stand tall. So that's 1. Then you'll go back down. Coming back up is 2. Okay, and we've got 8. Again, that's 6 kilos. We'll see how that feels. We can always move to a 2 kilo. All right, we can hold it like this, and we can come down and stand tall on that. So you just let me know how you feel. All right, so starting with those box squats, we've got go feet a little wider, wider, wider. Yep, feet, toes out a little bit. Good. All right, you've got 8 reps. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, they look great. Just coming over to that kettlebell, picking it up with a nice flat back. Good. Alright, now we're going to get that soft knee. Good, and we're going to push those shoulders and those hips back away from each other. Relax the arms. Alright, and go. Yep. Now, drop the shoulders and push your hips backwards. Good, keep the kettlebell nice and close to the body. And stand.
Put on the, oh.
No, don't need to put it on the floor. That's 1. 2, alright, just don't go as far for me because we're just losing that neutral spine. Okay, so we want to keep that back nice and flat. I don't mind if you only get to here and then stand tall. Soft knees, soft knees. Yep, stop there and stand up. 3. Stop. And 4. Good. 5. Think about squeezing a pen in between here with your shoulder blades. 6. 2 more. That's good. And 1 more. And rest. Good. You can pop that down. We're going to rest for 60 seconds. We're going to do that 2 more times.
Oh.
Okay?
Alright.
We'll see how we go. What I mean by is your shoulders are coming forward when you go down, so think about squeezing them back there. And your kettlebell is coming out here. Alright, that's probably why that's happening. It should just drop down on top of the toes. See how it's nice and close to my shins? That's what I want you to think about. So squeezing the shoulder, that'll help. That, and then just letting that kettlebell come down in front of the legs rather than out here.
So were you stopping me before because my back was getting rounded?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll stop you, and then when I say you can come back, stand up tall. Right. How are you feeling so far?
Yeah, not too bad.
Okay. Well, just remember that it is a full body workout, so you won't have many other leg or lower body exercises. We've got upper body as well, so just keep that into consideration. All right. It's probably 60 seconds. We'll go back to those squats. Do those squats feel good? Do you want to add any weight, or are you happy to just stay body weight for today?
I think body weight today.
Perfect.
Yes.
That's good. Yep, let's perfect that. All right. When you're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. All right. Did you want to try with a lighter weight just so you can think about that flat spine?
So I can.
Yeah, so you can just hold the dumbbell like this. Same thing though, keep those, I would essentially keep the hands running along the legs until we get to the knee, then they might come off and then sit
Right.
tall. Okay. Alright. Relax the arms. Yep. And pushing those hips to the back door. Keep pushing them back. Yep. And standing down. Good. Relax those arms though. Just let the legs do all the work. Good, good, good. And up. You still don't have to go that far if you don't want to. That's 2. And good. 3. Heaps better. Looking much better this set. And 4. 5. 6. Keep those shoulder blades squeezing together. 7, is that?
Yeah.
Yep. 1 more. And
Oh, there's so many
8.
things you've got to
Good.
think about.
Relax. You can just pop that anywhere. There are a lot to think about, but I don't want to overwhelm you. Let's pick one thing, and we can always work on something else next session. So I think the main one would be to not go as low, to just focus on keeping that nice flat back and those shoulders back for the entirety of the movement. And if we feel it go, okay, we've gone too far, take note of that position, and then we're going to return to our starting point. Sound good?
Right.
1 more set, and then we move on to the next exercise, okay?
Here.
Squats look good though, so
Like
keep
this.
that up. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good work. Grabbing that dumbbell into those 8 RDLs. Good.
What does that stand for?
Romanian deadlift. I can explain that a little later on.
Okay.
Relax the knees.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright. Off you go. Good. Stop there. 1. Yep. 2. 3. Can you feel that in the back of the legs?
I can feel it here.
Yep, that's good. 4. 5. 6. Don't go too low. 7. And last one. 8. Good. Rest. Yeah, so what I think you're doing is, instead of with an RDL, you want to push your hips back as far as they can go, which is why the chest lowers, whereas you're kind of getting to the sticky point and then you're just lowering your chest, which is why your back is rounding. Does that sort of make sense? So if you had a wall behind you, I want you to push your hips back as far as they can go to get to the wall, because otherwise if you just drop the chest, the hips don't actually move. And we want to really get those hamstrings and glutes firing, which seems to be happening. Our next one is 3 sets of 8 of our incline push-up. Okay, so what we did in the warm-up, we can go higher if this is too low, all right? So you can go to the wall or the bench. Looks like a great option as well. But we'll see how we go here first.
I think it's a little bit low.
A little bit low. So here on your tippy toes, or if balls of our feet, coming down and then pressing away. Okay.
So, yeah.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good.
Oh. That's yeah. Because
Too much?
just a little bit. Because
That's fine.
to start off with.
Absolutely. We can definitely, we don't want to overdo it, because that's when it becomes, you think, oh my God, that was really hard, I couldn't do that, and we don't want to keep doing it. So we want to make sure that you're enjoying what you're doing. So we can definitely regress and make it easier again. So we can move over to the bench. So here, same thing though, we're just shortening that distance, okay?
So go here.
Have a rest first, yeah.
Might just get a sip of water.
Yeah, great idea. Another thing is we could increase your rest periods. The longer we rest, the more time we give our muscles to recover so we can go again. So maybe that's something I can adjust for us, is we might, for your upper body being weaker than your legs, and with your previous shoulder injury, I will increase your rest periods for your upper body movements.
Yeah.
Cool, so instead of 60 seconds, we'll go 90.
Right.
Alright. Feel ready? To do your second set of 8.
This is that.
Yep. Bring those thumbs on top of the bench.
Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. That makes...
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Good. How did that feel? Better?
Better than
That one?
that lower one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good, good. We've got one more. Then we're into another superset. And then a balancing exercise. And then a cool down. Okay, so 3 exercises altogether, but 2 will be one after another, like we just did with the lower body. Okay.
Be sore tomorrow.
It's alright, we'll stretch you out so hopefully you're not as sore.
Mm-hmm. Is this the... Are we resting?
We're resting, yes.
So
Resting
when you
is
rest, is just stand there and
Yep.
rest.
Rest, exactly. It's very important.
Sit down.
You can sit if you like, yeah, grab a drink, whatever that looks like for you, just not working those
Yeah.
muscles so they can have time to